A 46-page complaint that he made public that District Attorney Neil Pinkston did not include his wife or her brother in the department's budget request.
You ever cut me off again, I'll beat the out of you.
A violent road rage incident in Chattanooga caught on camera. I'm Liam Collins. Coming up tonight on Local 3 News at 6, where he's accused of fondling and groping underage girls during a traffic stop. Also named in that lawsuit is Deputy Daniel Wilkie. That's the deputy who was previously named in a separate civil rights lawsuit for baptizing a woman against her will. But the investigation determined that the officers would often get paid by bar manager, Cindy, which is against city policy as well. Right. We should be able to find those out through those multiple public records requests that we filed. The department, according to state law, has 10 days to either fulfill that request or to provide some sort of status update on that. Hit this button right here 3 times and it will immediately call for medical assistance. What attorneys have been describing for years, and in court filings we saw how both parties in this case believe it plays into their arguments.
By the power invested in me and the Holy Spirit.
In cell phone video recorded by another Hamilton County deputy, Shandell Riley claims this is the moment Deputy Daniel Wilkie baptized her against her will. The 2-minute video shows Riley following Wilkie into Soddy Lake. After the baptism happened, they hugged.
We believe that the video evidence is what supports all of Ms. Riley's claims.
Riley died in April from an apparent drug overdose. Robin Flores is representing her estate for claims Wilkie violated Riley's civil rights. In February of 2019, Wilkie pulled Riley over for illegally tinted windows. That's when Wilkie wrote her a citation for marijuana possession. But Riley claims Wilkie said she wouldn't be arrested and could go about her business if she got baptized. In court filings, Flores writes Wilkie touched her all over her body and had her shake her bra vigorously during the search.
The illegal seizure at the house, the duration of the seizure, as I put into my brief, far exceeded what was necessary for detention.
Please point to me where there's any sign that Jacob Goforth or anyone coerced Ms. Riley into being baptized.
Jerry Tidwell represents Goforth in the case. In their response, defendants argue there is no proof Riley was coerced into the baptism and does not appear to be in any video filed in court. They also argue Wilkie searched Riley's bra because it was a common place for hiding drug paraphernalia.
He arrived at the boat ramp knowing that a baptism was occurring. What he didn't know is it was somebody that had been sighted. He finds that out on the scene and has a minute or so to react.
That's when Tidwell says he started recording this video.
By the power invested in me and the Holy Spirit.
To record the moment in case it was needed later.
To say that he shouldn't have done that, I can understand people say that. However, tell me what law he broke.
Get your hands. What the f*** you gonna do?
For the first time, we're seeing a controversial arrest at Eastridge High School from the SRD's perspective. We previously only saw a 16-second video of the incident taken on cell phone. Now we see the same moment, but from Deputy Tyler McRae's body camera, which appears to get knocked off during the interaction.
I grabbed the basketball, and then he sort of bucked on me and comes at me into my face.
The video begins with the gym teacher explaining to Deputy McRae that 18-year-old Taurus Sledge refused to play in kickball. When the teacher asks about it, he claims Sledge became aggressive and started yelling. Only once in the video does Sledge become visibly angry, and he has never seen on camera hitting anyone.
Bro, get your hands off me.
Later on, McRae puts his hand on Sledge's shoulders, which is when McRae says he felt threatened by Sledge. The incident then moves to the bleachers, which is when McRae says he would be taking Sledge into custody for resisting orders.
I'm telling you to come on, so you need to get up and come on. I'm giving you a lawful order to get up and come on now. Take the backpack off. We finna go to jail. Don't resist me, dude.
Then this is the moment captured on cell phone video. McRae pulls Sledge by his hair and his backpack on the bleachers. The deputy orders Sledge to remove his backpack multiple times, and then this happens.
You are fixed to get put in handcuffs one way or another. Take the bag off. Take it off. Take the bag off.
No right to be slung.
Take the bag off. Take the bag off. Take it off.
McRae can later be heard explaining his actions to Sledge's father when he shows up at the school.
I don't want to tase the kid. I'm not trying to hit him all the time. So I use the most compliant force I can, which is the pepper spray.
Sledge was arrested and charged with disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and assault. Reporting in Eastridge, Liam Collins, Local 3 News. We looked into his claims of unfair treatment and found what appeared to be a conflict of interest.
But I was trying to get as many people there as possible. We just prevented a shooting.
After a fight on Station Street in October, body camera video shows officers saying they believe it could have been worse.
There was a lot of people out in the street. That could have been bad if they just start open firing on each other.
Police say this redacted video shows as many as 25 people fighting on the patio after leaving the bar, the Blue Light. Police noticed people in the group were wearing gang colors, and a man pulled out a gun before officers stepped in.
We have had gang members in there.
Brian Joyce owns the Blue Light. In the video, he can be seen speaking with an officer who expressed concerns about the crowd the bar was attracting.
Do you remember the conversation you and I had before this place ever opened?
Yeah, of course.
And I told you that my concern that this is going to be Coyote Jacks all over again?
I remember it distinctly.
Coyote Jack's was a bar on Cowart Street that shut down in 2019 after several deadly shootings that police say were gang-related.
So that's what you had there. You had a rival gang that literally just got into a fight.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, it was a rival gang.
Since that October fight, Joyce told Local 3 News he has changed security teams and increased the number of armed guards. We asked a Chattanooga police spokesperson if he believes the bar has since taken appropriate action, to which he replied, "Time will tell."
There's only so much my security team can do inside the bar. There's only so much that Chattanooga police can do outside the bar. But I think we're all doing the best we can.
The bar's beer license has been revoked multiple times because of fights, but he says he doesn't believe his bar was policed fairly, saying officers were called out to his bar more often than the ones across the street. According to an internal affairs investigation, 9 officers were hired by Woodlot Development Corporation to work security. That company is owned by Dwayne Carleo, who also owns Westbound and Reagan's Place Bar in the building. The investigation found officers were collecting money from the bar managers and appeared to be working security for the bar. It also says half of the officers didn't receive department clearance to work the job as required by city policy.
They were being paid for by one of my competitors on the street, which is a conflict of interest and is also illegal.
Illegal because officers are not allowed to work security at bars. The department temporarily suspended the officers' extra jobs in December, and it's not clear if any of the officers were punished.
So we have our security team in place here to make sure that the Blue Light and our customers are safe while they're inside the bar. I think Chattanooga Police has been doing a great job patrolling the street.
Joyce says he asked the city to increase the number of officers patrolling Station Street, and he says that has happened since the mass shooting on Macaulay Avenue.
I think the city has a good plan in place. They've already stepped up police enforcement of this street. That enforcement was here this past weekend. They'll be back again next weekend.